What's up, YouTube? We got a lot going on here since the first part of this series. Whew, I don't even know where to begin. Well, there will need to be some structural reinforcements, especially up there by that neck a little bit. That should be pretty easy to take care of. And I don't have the right hubs for these wheels, so they were just sitting on there. I had this going at a 90-degree angle out back, and it didn't look good at all, so I cut that down. I don't know if I showed you guys that change tensioner in the last video or not. Probably not. But so it's built on a center point, and it's pretty much rotates up and down through the nut just like a normal bolt would, and that gives you your height when the chain gets loose. And then I'll double nut the bottom of that. I left some room up here for the batteries. I had this all boxed off. I didn't like that either, so try to come up with a design that was fairly reasonable. I welded some couplers for the gas tank mounts up there. I was going to try to drill holes through the square tubing and slide inserts in, but that was more work than it was worth, and when it's all painted they won't notice it anyway. And you guys remember the front end off the pour. There's the graveyard over there. It's alright, she's mostly complete. And let's see. Got everything fairly straight lined up. I didn't the first time around. I had to cut the fork and twist it a little bit. Well, not the fork, the head tube anyway. Hi, wife.
Hi.
Was your fingers in your nose?
No, that was not my fingers. That was my wrist.
Okay. You're pretty tough. You can shove a wrist in your nose. Aha. Let's see. We got plenty of clearance for everything here. Gave a couple inches under the frame, so I should be able to operate the choke. The keys should be pretty simple to get to. I'm not sure how this is going to handle. I have quite a bit of rake. I don't know, you guys can tell me if that rake looks okay. Won't matter because I'm not cutting it off and redoing it, but... Oh, let's see, I rotated the handlebars forward a little bit. Give it a little better position. Give it a little different look. And then, in the last video, I hadn't cut off that black sprocket, so that hub was what was left of that other sprocket that didn't have any pointy teeth on there. So you can see I grinded that all down and bolted it to the sprocket. And these are the wrong hubs, but there should be a couple of 1-inch collars that are going to be stacked next to each other that'll go in between the bearings and the hubs. And these need to be pushed back in all the way. It's for moving the trike around because it's just sitting there. But and those pillow blocks need to be moved up a little bit. But I was sitting here debating with the wife on the seat, and I have the homemade seat off the bike, but I think it looks terrible on this bike, probably due to the shape. I'll set it on there so you guys can see. It's comfortable, but it just doesn't look right. Once the trike's all painted and refined, that seat's not going to go well. And I tried a bicycle seat. I hate bicycle seats. I got a pretty good sized wide one, but it wasn't any good either. You want to grab that seat right there so you could show the fine folks of YouTube what a terrible idea that was. Here. No, go on your side so we'll properly model this bad boy. There we go. It's fine. You just hold it up. Tilt it up. Tilt it up. There you go. Yeah. I like this look much better, but I would hate myself by the time I got out of the driveway. So I think the only other solution is to cut a new seat that's similar to the bicycle one, but do my homemade seat, something similar to that. And yeah, it should just feel a lot better, and it just won't look as bad. So somewhere around all this is, I'm probably going to take that box off right there and weld a bar coming up from the rear end, and put that rack on there so I have a box to carry things. And other than that, I am worn out. Let's just put it that way. Oh, you know what? Grab that foot peg off the other bike. So I was thinking that it might be easier to pull the peg off the old bike and find a way to mount it on there. So here, just go down and hold it like it normally would right there. So what do you guys think about that? They don't have to be tilted at a weird angle or something at all, and I think that might actually work. So we'll worry about colors later. I don't know. We'll maybe still do the black and red because all the bolts are still red up front. All right, you can take it off. But if I want to change the color, I can just pull all the bolts out. And even though I got the windshield mounts in there, I have no idea whether that'll look good putting the windshield on or not. The windshield won't do nothing. It's just mainly for looks anyway. So, alright guys, this is part 2. And I'll hit you guys up with a new video shortly. And we'll see how much more work we got done to it. Alright guys, have a good night.